Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Chainlink once again, its valuations against Bitcoin, as well as the US dollar and Ethereum, looking at the bounce that we're having. Chainlink is up 14% against Bitcoin. It's up about 11% for the week against Ethereum, and up 17, almost 18% against the US dollar. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. So with Chainlink at the moment, we're going to take a look at Bitcoin first. It is up 14.5%. It is up how much today? 8% for today. Yesterday we had a bounce of 6%. We saw Chainlink bounce off of this level here at about almost 39,000 satoshis. You could see that we had a bounce back in May of 2020. We see a bounce here in just in December of last year, and so now we're having another bounce this year in December. Now, this bounce isn't necessarily something to write home about, I guess, or a great indication that the Chainlink bull run is about to happen. When looking at the RSI on the weekly, we're still at 43 with a low of 38. We have been lower before on the weekly. January 4th was the lowest point for Chainlink's history, which coincidentally was a bounce at this level. But when we go to a shorter time frame like the daily, we did come back. We did come to the 27 on the RSI, so that is a point of oversold territory, which can result in a relief rally, which is what I would attribute this to. Now the question is if this relief rally is legit or not. You could take a look at the downward line of resistance here. We've had multiple instances of resistance over the course of this year. And in this downtrend, and we failed to get above it. We also failed to hold the 20-week moving average, which is highlighted in blue here. We failed to hold it at any point. We haven't had a successful test above it yet during this year. So right now we are Chainlink would have to rise, roughly coincidentally about 17% to get to the 20-week and this downward line of resistance. So that is a tall order for 1 week, but it's not something we haven't done before. I mean, January 11th, Chainlink put in a 52% move. And from the bottom of where we opened to that line is 33.98%, and a 50% move would bring us pretty much well above that moving average and the line, and then at which point we would then have to test that moving average, because as seen here in March and April and May, we did get above it, but we failed to bounce off the 20-week moving average, and so further downside is required. But looking at this structure, we are consolidating in price. It seems like there's not much left room to to wind through. So perhaps a breakout is likely, and this might be the time where Chainlink does that. When we look at the Ethereum valuation, it's even more stark, right? From the peak to where we are to the absolute bottom that we had, it was an 89, almost 90% correction against Ethereum. Just goes to show how well Ethereum is doing right now. Last week, we bottomed out at 27.63 on the RSI, on the weekly RSI. Okay, on the weekly RSI. And that is the lowest point in Chainlink's history against Ethereum. Like we've never been lower on the RSI before. So this could be an indicator that, again, a relief rally is coming. Whether that relief rally will result in Chainlink getting above its 20-week moving average against Ethereum is remain to be seen, right? If we look here and measure, it would require 42% move against Ethereum to get back above the 20-week moving average. And again, I think with Chainlink, in order for Chainlink to be good, or to confirm a rally of some sort, we would need to successfully hold the 20-week moving average against Bitcoin, against Ethereum, and against the US dollar. Like I believe all three need to be holding in order for Chainlink to do well. And right now we're below all three. It was earlier this year where we were above the 20-week moving average against the US dollar and Bitcoin, but not against Ethereum. So you could see that these moving averages for Chainlink are quite important. You could see that we did bounce at this level here for Chainlink, which it kind of bounces off of these candles here. I feel like the red line is more of a stronger base, because if we flip it to the monthly, you can see that this, like those weekly candles that were moving sideways, essentially make a pretty strong level on the monthly chart. So this is something that I am looking at, and could be a possible bottom for Chainlink, but we shall see. Um, the the Ethereum is just doing too well, and Chainlink would really need to up the ante. Like we would really need to start pushing numbers, week over week over week, in order to rally against Ethereum. I don't think this can be done within a week. It would probably be a multi month long period before we start to realize that Chainlink is starting to get bullish again, and not necessarily it's going to be like a flick of a switch. Against the US dollar, we are trading at 22.90. We did bottom out at $13, or sorry, $15, which happened to be the last place where we bottomed back in July, and then we rallied to $34. So that is something. We worked down to this level, we bounced off of it, and we're having a pretty nice week today, this week. So again, good things like these relief bounces are great, especially if you bought at the bottom, but we still have to wait until Chainlink breaks above its moving average before we can even start talking about it. Once it gets closer, like we kind of are now against the US dollar as an example, we can then, hypothesize the likelihood. Obviously, we all wanted to get above the 20-week moving average, but at the end of the day, we simply don't know. We can only use our best judgment looking at the charts to make these assumptions. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.